a sidewalk girl, right? I've never said I was in the streets. I've always portrayed this. I've always said I was a business owner. I went to school. I went to college. I graduated. I have a successful business. I have good kids. I never portrayed. I never, I'm not a prison girl. I never went to jail. I never did anything. I've always proclaimed to be a sidewalk Southern belle, right? So I
Okay.
found myself always defending myself because they would say I'm weak or I'm the weaker girl or whatever. I was always pretty chill. Anyway, I was still very loyal to this guy. Never dogged him, never did anything. So during this time, I'm an admin, right? So I'm an admin in his room as well. Okay. And a few other people. Well, fast forward, he started getting in beef with all these people. Keep this in mind, he would have beef, but I would never throw up. Like, if, let's just say you had an ID or he had information on you, I would never condone it. I would never put their PTR up. I did used to put his logo up. I'm not gonna lie, but I never
Okay.
condoned using kids or anything like that. That's not my character. I'm a mom before
No,
anything.
but you was a part of his
Anyway,
room, so you putting up the PTR, that was just your loyalty to the room. Like you were a part of the
right,
room. So
right,
yeah, I
because I
understand that.
absolutely, absolutely. So fast forward, he started getting into beef with all these different people. A few of
Okay.
my guys left the room. I'm gonna say the Keep It a Buck boys. They're up here now. So I was cool with them. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't care if you beef with them, as long as they didn't do anything to me, I'm cool with them, right? But he didn't want us going back and forth to different rooms. He just said, if you're loyal to me, you shouldn't be going in any other rooms, right? Um, anyway, I'm on the phone with someone at the time. I go into a room. This is how everything kind of started. I go into a room. Well, he pings me into a room that technically I'm not supposed to go in. This is my daddy. I go into a room and that he pings me in, but I'm on the phone. I get off the phone. I got a bean in this room, which is the Keep It a Buck boys. Okay. I get off the phone and he says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to watch Mahogany." Now, keep this in mind, y'all. He never had no issues with me, no loyalty, no nothing. I never had no beef. We never, it was never nothing major. They never heard anything about me. I was always chill. He says he has to watch me, so I'm confused when I get off the phone. When you enter a room and you on the phone, you can have a bean, you can not, whatever. You just kind of in the room.
For sure.
So he says, "I'm gonna have to watch you," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'm gonna have you." He said, "You understand English, right?" So I'm like, "Wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on?"
That
He said,
nigga's
"Matter of fact,"
wild. That
he
sound like
said,
P.
"Matter of fact, stay the fuck over here." I felt disrespected, right? But because I'm so loyal, I didn't match his energy. I didn't disrespect him. I just left, right?
Okay.
So that same night, this guy came back and uh God of Kings, right? Keep this in mind, y'all. I'm still cool with everybody in the room. I don't have no beef. I don't have nothing. K Mac and then pulled me to the side. He asked me what happened. The first thing I start off with is I think I deserve an apology. He was very disrespectful. He embarrassed me in front of people, and I stand on everything. My grandfather told me a long time ago, you got to teach people how to respect you. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell them this. God of Kings is like, I'm a ping P in here. They ping him in here. I start off with basically saying, I deserve an apology. This is what I deserve. P kind of laughs. He's drunk. He's inebriated. He's all of these different things, right? The only thing he keeps saying to me is, "Are you going to be with them in that room?" He didn't say nothing else, right? He didn't apologize. He didn't do anything. I got so upset. So let me just go ahead and say this. When I'm upset, I cry, right? So this is what they start to say now. So I'm yelling at this point because I'm like, yo, I'm loyal to this group. I'm loyal to y'all, and this is how y'all treat me. Anyway, I leave because I'm erratic and I'm crying, right? So the next day, God of Kings hits me up. We have a conversation. Me and God of Kings actually get into it because I kept asking him, "Do you think he's wrong for what he said to me?" He was wrong. He was incorrect. He wasn't right and exact. God of Kings kept taking up for him. He kept taking up for him. He didn't see no wrong in anything. Anyway, fast forward, I told him, "Since you can't apologize, I'm leaving the group." I left the group, y'all, and I started my own group, which is Cutting Up with Mahogany. Please go follow me, y'all, because they feel like I can't get my numbers up or nothing
We
like
got
that.
it.
Anyway, I appreciate that, y'all. So we go to I ended up leaving. So I left amicably, y'all. I didn't say anything. I wasn't really talking about it to nobody, but I would notice he would come in my room, sit at the bottom, and he would wave people down. He waved several people down. He can't say he did it. I'm not going to say the names, but he would wave people down. and tell him if you in her room, you can't be in my room. You can't fuck with me. You can't do this. You can't do that. And he was trying to take my numbers every time he would come in my room. So I blocked him. I didn't say anything. Anyway, I'm sitting in M&S's room. M&S is asking me questions. I'm kind of vaguely not really answering. I'm just like, listen, we don't really talk anymore, whatever, whatever. So it's several people in the room that still mess with me. So they tell me to listen to this while he's talking. He's going off, fuck that bitch, fuck that black bitch. You know, going off, if y'all fuck with her, you can't fuck with me. Remember, y'all, keep this in mind. I never had no beef with the man. I left amicably. We didn't beef. We didn't do none of that. Fuck that bitch. If you fuck with her, y'all ain't fucking with me. He going off.
This
So when
is
he
hold
came
on,
in,
hold on, hold on. Let me be clear. This is P saying "fuck that black bitch," "fuck that." This is P.
absolutely,
Not a black
absolutely.
man.
So keep
Because and the reason why I say that is because P is very adamant on black development,
not disrespect.
hip
Oh
hop.
yeah,
Don't
absolutely.
disrespect our queens
Oh
and
man,
black
wait till
people.
I
Yeah, he's a
finish. Wait till I
fraud,
finish.
bro. He's a
Wait
fraud.
till I finish. Wait till I finish because I'm on a roll. I really didn't even want to talk about this no more, but I'm gonna tell you how they violated me. So fast forward, I was so frustrated. Now keep this in mind. I left amicably. Okay, I was still cool with everybody that I assumed in the room. I get in the room, and I see P. He starts to talk junk, so I knife him up. Right. And I tell people all the time that's not my character. That's not anything. But I wouldn't let him talk. I said everything I needed to say. That same night, Drop Top, because I hit up Wack and asked him, did he know him? Drop Top, P, and Gotta Kings made a room that said Mahogany is a clubhouse groupie. She has a back page, and we have the sex videos. So this is the night of the
Whoa.
so-called takeover. Absolutely. Now keep this in mind. I'm a business owner. I'm all of
Yes,
this.
man.
Okay. So I go in the room. Keep this in mind. I'm an admin, right? I'm still an admin. I have several accounts that are admins. Let me say this. So TT, we ain't even gonna get in touch with TT because TT threatened me as well through my text messages because she's an admin in there as well. But TT the entire time was changing around things, making me admin, making other things, switching stuff around. She's not gonna admit it, but she did. Either way, that's neither here nor there. I'm an admin in the room, so I came in and did what I do best. I checkmate his ass. And I told him, you can't play with nobody like me. So I became, in so many words, Queen Hova to take over. Y'all put it how you want to put it. How you take it how you want to take it. So,
Queen
so
over the
Queen Hova to
takeover.
fucking take over. That's what I said. So at that time, I guess he felt upset. So what he could have done is he could have went and talked about me. He could have went and did a lot of things. So they made a room that said, T Blackwell, this is her funeral. So I didn't know what it was. So what they did was Drop Top. I want y'all to keep this in mind. God of Kings and P went and paid some money to get my public information. They posted it on YouTube, my first name, my middle name, and my last name. They posted my children, y'all.
Oh no.
They said Mahogany takes a bath with her teenage sons. They posted my address, my phone number, cars I drive. Now keep this in mind. Y'all do know when you pull people's information, it could be incorrect information, right? So, like
Yeah.
I said to them, call the number, go to the address. I'm not there anymore, but it's the fact of the matter that you put my information out with my children. Now, this is something I don't fucking play about. So these men made a room talking about my kids. God of Kings was talking about how they're little faggots and they get fucked in the butt. This is the God of Kings that walk around. These are these men that so-called 5%ers that don't want to disrespect women. You can't do this. These men disrespected me, and I keep this in mind. I never had no issue with these men. I don't even know what the beef is with God of Kings and Don Vito because I never had an issue with them. It's just that they jumped on the bandwagon. Now keep this in mind, y'all. I'm 5'4", 160, 170 pounds. They never did none of this to no man, but you did it to a woman, y'all, a woman that's by the book, that doesn't go and harass people, that doesn't do anything. So I said, I got a trick for their ass. I contacted Clubhouse. Guess what? Clubhouse contacted me back over the phone. Okay. And I explained to them the issue and what happened. They were completely disgusted. And within seconds, all three of their accounts were deleted. All three of them. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Now, I didn't have to report everything. They said it was so many reports on them and how disgusted they were. The woman played the recording back to me of everything they said. I didn't even know all the slimy sleazeball shit that they said. I didn't even know what they said, y'all. It was so disgusting to hear men who have kids say this about other kids. To say this about other kids who have nothing to do with anything. So keep this in mind, y'all. If they would have came at me, that's understandable. If you come at any adult, that's understandable. But you don't come at children, innocent children that have nothing to do with the price of tea in China. That was disgusting. That was so low. And I have so many people that are so disgusted with them at this moment. So let me also say this, because they're going to say I brought up a police report. I sure did. I'm going to tell you why. Because these men in a room that I sat and heard replays that people also sent to me, Pete said allegedly, this is what he said in his words, he puts people in trunks, right? This is what he said. So I have to be careful. He's been hitting up people, telling people they're gonna find out where I live. They're sending people to find out where I stay and whatever you're gonna do. They've been threatening me. Now keep this in mind, y'all. I'm 5'4", no more than 170 pounds, okay? They have never done this to any man. You have beef with Whack. You have beef with all these other men. But you're coming at a Southern Belle who does not do anything. They have harassed me. So like I told them, when I was in there in that room, this is for every fucking woman that they've disrespected. This is for every person that they've doxed. This is fuck being for the men. This is for every woman that they've called out their name. This is for
Yeah.
everybody that they've disrespected. This is for every fucking woman that they have harassed. And I mean harassed. These are supposedly so-called big-time blood members. And I said, if you a real street nigga, then what you would have done is send a woman to my door. But
Mm.
what you want to do is that's how you know these ain't real men. These
Mahogany
ain't
for
real
president.
men. Period. I told them, I said, let me tell you something. The problem is they were mad that I didn't back the fuck down. They were mad that I stood on all 10 and I did that shit by myself. They were mad that when they posted my kids, when they posted everything, I still stood 10 toes fucking down. And them niggas drop top said, I'm gonna run this bitch off the internet. Well, here I am, motherfucker. I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm still staying here. You're not running nothing away because these men are bullies.
That's
They
right.
have bullied me on this app. Y'all do not understand the amount of men and women that have hit my back channel and said, "Oh my God, I love you." This man, you do not understand the stories that these women have put out and sent to me and said, "This man has done this to me." Let me tell you, I have a whole group of enemies that I don't even know. These people jumped on the bandwagon of P. The only problem that I had with anybody in that room was P. And if you understand the amount of people that have tried to attack me, and I tell people all the time, yeah, I'm a motherfucking victim. You laughing, you saying this, but I never proclaimed to be in the street. Y'all was supposed to be street dudes. Y'all was supposed to handle your stuff like street people. You sent grown men to attack a 5'4", 160 something pound woman when you did not attack none of them men. None of the men, y'all. I've never heard them come at the men like they came at me. I've never heard it. I have spared these men. I have said what I had to say. But when that motherfucker told me you were, so then they started making a rumor that I got them locked up. Them men didn't get locked up, but I'm not gonna say all of that. I'm not gonna because there's a current investigation. So you could say a rat, you could say whatever you want to say, but like I tell them, I never been on any side of the street but the fucking sidewalk. I never did anything. But when you
Really?
threaten my home and you threaten my kids, everything is off the table. Them men
Everything.
didn't come at them men didn't come at no men. They sat there, they talked about me, they dogged me. Y'all, I promise to God, the only reason why this started was because I left the group. I left the group. And I didn't
So
that's
what
how it
is he
all started.
possessive of? What he was possessive
He was
over
a
you?
Absolutely.
Like
You
dictator.
can
y'all didn't? Huh?
I guarantee you, I'm gonna tell you this. Every man that's still in that room and every woman that's in that room has not
Yeah.
had a beef with me outside of a few people, right? Because I was defending myself of being because they were calling me weak. But,
Okay.
but I tell you this, none of them can say they have a direct beef with me, but they can't understand why they don't like me. It's because of Pete. It's because of Pete. Every time I come in a room, they harass me. It's disgusting, y'all. It's
Now,
disgusting
now,
at
now
the
I have to
fact.
now I have to
Mhm.
ask because it would be right for me not to ask. You and him never had any outside
I don't
relations
even
besides
know him.
clubhouse
He
business.
don't even have
Okay,
my phone number. I don't even know
okay.
him. I've never met any of them offline. I've never
Because
had a phone
because generally
conversation.
when a man gets possessive, it's because they got like a little, relationship, some type of shit going on. So he feel
I
like
put
he
it on
got the
my
power.
kids. I put it on my
Yeah.
kids. I never had a phone conversation. They don't know my phone number. They don't know anything. I've never talked to God of Kings. I've never talked to Drop Top. I've never
Yeah.
talked to P. And the fact that they came and attacked my children, and then you say, "Well, she told on me." What do you expect? What do you expect? You threatened to send people. I heard it on replays, but they don't have that same type of energy for no man. There's been several men in there. There's been several men that have disrespected them. But the fact that you send y'all supposed to be these high gang members or these different type of people, you were coming at me like I was a man in the street. And then they were joking because she's this, I'm a successful business owner that makes money. That's what I do. I don't sit on the app all day and beg and beg and beg. I told them all day, but I'm not going to allow you to take my voice. I'm not going to allow you to disrespect women. I'm not going to do it. So if I had to put it all on my back, that's what I did. And that's the
Okay.
story. He could wing the story however he wants. He could say this, he could say that, but my right hand of God, that's been the truth. That's how it happened, play by play by play. This man is a master manipulator, but the fact that he put my kids and he did all of this, I told him I'm coming for you. But that's not a threat. I told him everything that I say to them, see, they can't get me how I get them. But like I told them, I'm associated with some bloods too. You understand what I'm saying? My cousin, so I know you guys know Maserati Fox, right? From the New Yorkers. I've been
Ain't
hearing
he
them
part of the
scream their name.
Matas?
He was with 50 Cent. He's
He
passed
Maserati.
on.
passed away. Yeah, he
He's
passed
he's
away.
passed on.
Oh.
But let me say this.
Yep.
While they were up there screaming this and that, that is my second cousin. I am around them every day. You understand what I'm saying?
Too
When
much
Drop Top
info,
was
Queen.
threatening, I no 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 no. It's fine. I'm not saying anything along the lines of that, but I just want them to know while they were out there screaming this and that, that's my family, right? I'm not threatening to do anything. I'm not threatening to say anything because I'm not that type of person. But these people have threatened to send people to my house, and I want them to know who I'm associated with too. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. The unfortunate part is that, as a black woman, when you're in a room and you're around the kings, that's the space that you're supposed to feel most protected, not
Absolutely.
vulnerable and a target. And for them to switch up, it's one thing to say, you know what, we not fucking with her. She ain't rocking how we rocking. You know what I mean? We gonna go ahead and strip her of that badge. Don't mod her up. Take her
That's
off
a
the thing.
fact.
But to make it a goal to put fear and intimidation on a woman and include her kids is a whole nother ball game. I don't.
I employ every woman to, like he told me when he was coming in there and he was telling people to come out of his room. I want every woman and every man to know the story. So you know when you sitting in that room, this is what this man did. And if that's what you stand for, then you're a horrible person too. So every man and every woman that y'all see in that new unstricken mentality know exactly what he's done. They know he has. I didn't violate this man in the sense of I know where they live. I know where all of them live, right? But I didn't
Yeah,
say nothing and I didn't do nothing. I didn't go past that. I didn't say nothing. But the fact that you could tell people you sending people to my house, you sending grown men to somebody that ain't even 5'5". I'm not even 5'5". I've
yeah, no.
never
It's one. It's
disrespected them. That's
I never
crazy
They're
knew.
to me.
five
I never
five
knew.
though.
I never
Did
knew that he even took it that far. It's one thing to shoot the shit. Fuck you, bitch.
Right.
Already. It's one thing to do that, but when you start actually doing things that incriminate yourself, and you bragging about it, and you're posting it up, You
Did
know,
somebody pull up? Did somebody actually pull up?
Yeah.
nah, no one
No,
pulled up. No one pulled up. Thank
no.
God. But it's the point that he actually was trying to blast this person's information, what he thought to be a correct address, what he thought to be a correct number. So it's dangerous because let's say it
I told
was.
him it was correct. I told him exactly. That was
Yeah.
my whole point. That was my whole point. What if it was?
Man, it's cap.
What if the information that you
Hold
have?
on. Who the fuck is on stage saying that's cap?
No, I said that nigga is all cap.
Hey, Reek.
Oh,
Oh,
he's all
I
cap.
was
So,
about
Oh,
hey,
okay.
Reek,
I was about to
what's
say
so
because
wrong with her coming to talk to her brothers and visit her brothers? Like, I don't understand that.
I went to this is all started because I went to visit their room. But keep this in mind, even the people that I went to go chill in their room, he still ain't had the same energy for them as he had for me. These are grown men. I'm not throwing my boys under the bus, but these are men. If you had an issue with a man, I understand that, right? But I'm a woman, y'all. I'm a woman who's never had a beef with God of Kings. I never had a beef with Drop Top, and I never had a beef with Pete. I never had a beef with neither one of these three. We never got into it. I never got into it with God of Kings. I never got into it with Drop Top. I never got into it with Pete. So for them to come this hard, for this hard, y'all, is disgusting. It's disgusting to say the least. But like I told them, you got to tread lightly with me. You can say Clubhouse confidential informant. You can say whatever you want to say, but Clubhouse is watching them, and everybody else is too. And I'll leave it like that. You cannot go around threatening people and saying this. I'm a woman. I just want to keep saying this, y'all. This man is mad because I left a room. I left amicably, y'all. I didn't say anything. Nobody knew I left. It would be people coming in the room like, "Where's Mahogany? Fuck that black bitch. Fuck that dirty bitch. Fuck this bitch." Keep this in mind. We never had an issue. We never had an issue with anything, y'all. Anything. So the fact that they came that hard, I told them this is for everybody that they have disrespected. This is for everybody that they have disrespected. P does not talk without God of Kings right there beside him. He doesn't. He does not say anything. I don't know if he can't. I don't know if he can articulate his words properly. I'm not sure. But I said this to God of Kings in the thing. Why do you always talk for him?
God of
My beef was
dicks.
with Pete. My beef was with Pete. But what they thought, y'all, was I was going to leave that room and they were going to dog me out and people weren't going to accept me with open arms like they've been doing. They wanted me to leave this app and fail. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted me to leave this app and not get no numbers. Do y'all mind if I post my link so people could follow, please?
You know, for sure, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all hit that link. So now I got the story on how you got there. Now here's the question that we all want
Oh,
to know, because we seen Gotti Gang room get took